All right, everybody, welcome to JG9 Live. Hope you guys are ready to have a lot of fun tonight over the next 90 or so minutes. Let's see if I'm unmuted on Twitch. That would help. All right, just waiting for Twitch to unmute itself just because it's being a bit laggy right now. Twitch has been acting a bit weird as of late, so let's try unmuting there. All right, there we go. All right, welcome everybody to JG9 Live. Hope you guys are ready to have a lot of fun tonight over the next 90 or so minutes. My name is JG9, and we are about to play a little bit of trivia now on my YouTube channel and on Reddit. I've been showing off my football knowledge to you guys, and now it's time to flip the tables and see what you guys know, because this is a game show unlike anything else out there. This game is going to put you guys in the driver's seat. You're going to have the opportunity to display your football knowledge and win cash prizes while doing so. Now, how the game works is like this. First off, you are going to need a Twitch account to play and win. If you don't have a Twitch account, you've got some time to sign up for one while I go over the rules and the format of the game. Also, you're going to have to follow me in order to win, because if you win the game and you're not following me, I can't send you private messages, so make sure they hit that follow button down below. Yeah, sound there was a bit... Twitch Studio has been acting very laggy lately, so I pressed the unmute button when the clock hit triple zeros, and it took like 30 seconds for it to actually unmute. So that was the problem there, but we are good to go. Excuse me there. We're going to play 4 preliminary rounds of multiple choice trivia. Each round will have 10 questions. Each question will have 4 possible answers. Your job is to pick the right one and click the right answer on your computer or your mobile device. Yes, you won last week. I'm going to send it after this game just because I had to open up Twitch Studio very, very late. Or very, very early, just to make sure that everything was working, because it's been taking a while to get Twitch Studio open. So I'm going to send it after the game, because for whatever reason, PayPal doesn't like it when you send while Twitch Studio is open. But thank you for the follows. Matawaka34 and DJBJ Productions, thank you so much for the follows. So we're going to play 4 preliminary rounds of multiple choice trivia. Each round is 10 questions. Each question has 4 possible answers. Your job is to click the right one and click the right answer on your computer or your mobile device. You get points for answering correctly, but you lose points for an incorrect answer, so be smart about how fast you buzz in, or if you buzz it at all, just keep that in mind. You get more points for answering fast, so if you answer the question in 2 seconds, your total increases significantly more than if you answer in 13 seconds, and you will have 15 seconds to answer each question. I know some people are thinking it, but there is no incentive whatsoever to looking up the answers online, since you're only slowing down yourself, and you're significantly limiting the number of points that you can receive. Now, at the end of each round, whoever is the winner advances to the championship. You have to win the round to make it, win or go home. We're going to do this for 4 rounds, and assuming we have no duplicate winners or ties, we're going to have at least 4 players in the championship, but we have room for a few more. And how are we getting any extra players, you may ask? Well, that is where the donations come into play. Now, before we go any further, I just want to emphasize, this is a completely free game. You do not need to pay anything whatsoever to play. There is no buy-in, nothing like that. Sound is distorted. Okay, that is odd. Sound is distorted. Let me see what the issue is. Okay. Yeah, Twitch is being very, very laggy right now. Okay, so I don't know, Twitch Studio has been acting very, very weird the past few weeks. I don't know if I have to update this or what, but let's try the audio settings really quickly. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Says crackly on Twitch. Yeah, seems like a couple of people have said that. Let's see if I can get the audio. Problem is that I can't load any screens, because Twitch just doesn't want to load any of the screens. This is being very, very... All right. Maybe that's why. All right. Maybe that was the problem. Hopefully that fixes things. If it doesn't, please let me know. But hopefully that helped fix things. But anyway, with the donations, $20 or more, you automatically make it to the final. Less than $20, you get to play in a play-in knockout round HQ trivia style, where the last one standing gets the final spot. If you donate between $10 and $19, you get a special power-up. And how the power-up works is that if you come into the top 5 in any of the rounds after you donate, you automatically make it to the final. And if you don't come to the top 5, that's fine. You still get to play in the knockout round HQ trivia style for where the last one standing gets the final spot. Now, like I said before, this is completely free to play. There is no buy-in, nothing whatsoever. No sound on Twitch. Oh, all right. Let's try this. All right, let's try that. Hopefully that works. Hopefully that works. But anyway, $20 or more, you automatically make it. Less than $20, you plan to play in knockout round HQ trivia style. With the last one standing gets the final spot. You donate between $10 and $19, you get a special power-up. How the power-up works is that if you come into the top 5 in any of the rounds after you donate, you automatically make it into the final. Now, where we're switching things up is that for the first time ever, and thank you for the follow, SD Correa Jr. and Rolando Ariola with the sub. Thank you so much for that. Where we're switching things up, for the first time ever, we are playing what we are calling a wild card game. And how the wild card game works is like this. We have had many people win on this show. I want to give people a chance that have never won before. So what we're going to do, I have a list of every single person that has ever won a game on this show. An overall game. So they've won money. Whoever has the highest score amongst people who have never won before automatically makes it into the final. So we are going to have one extra finalist for this game. We're going to do this at the end of every month. It's called a wild card game. So if you've never won the game before, this is as good a time as ever to have a shot. Because if you have the highest score out of anyone who has never won before, you automatically get a spot in the final in terms of one individual round. And I have a list of everyone that's won. So keep that in mind. But why donate other than the fact you get a pass to the final? Well, that's because the winner of the 10-question multiple choice championship wins 50% of all the donations. The larger the pot, the more money you have a chance at winning. It all depends on how much gets donated. I'll update everything manually as the night goes on. We'll have a 5-minute halftime break and an 8-minute break entering the final round. So while you can donate throughout the night if you want, you can donate during those times as well. But again, I want to emphasize this. You do not need to pay to play. This is a completely free game. No buy-in, nothing like that. You can donate nothing and still win the prize pool, but obviously the more money in the pool, the more money you have a chance at winning. And if you do not qualify via the preliminary rounds, the only way to make it is through the donation leaderboard. What if someone that never won before finishes with more points than someone who never won before that won a round? So if someone that never won before comes in first place, we will still have a wild card. They won't count as a wild card. They'll automatically make it in. But this doesn't eliminate anyone. I just want to make it clear. This does not eliminate anyone. So if you come in first place in a round, you automatically make it. $20 or more, you automatically make it. All the same rules apply. We're just adding one person into the final. That's the only thing. All right. So with that being said, are there any questions about how this game works? Again, Twitch is being very, very weird right now. It's been very weird all of 2023. I don't know what it is. It is just not cutting it right now. So let's load up the quiz kit thing. Let's load up everything. So again, if you have never won before, this is as good a time as ever, because one person who has never won the cash prize before will also, alongside our 4 first place people, and alongside all the donors, will be guaranteed to go into the final. Exciting, exciting times. So, just have to load up the quiz kit thing, but first Twitch Studio has to load up. Again, it's being very, very slow. It is not an issue on my end. My internet is fine. I'm getting green dots all the way around. My pick is Bengals-Niners for Super Bowl, but this is going to be awfully, awfully close. All right. Let's load up this. As soon as you start streaming with YouTube, Twitch is gone kaput. Maybe that's true. Maybe that. Although it's something like sometimes I open up Twitch Studio first before doing anything Streamlabs and it still doesn't work. As you hear any dog in the background, that is not my dog. That is someone else's dog in an apartment over. So I cannot control the loud barking of that dog. All right. If it was just like Twitch after I started uploading it to YouTube, that'd be one thing. But it's Twitch has been slow even before. All right, I have to get the quiz kit thing up. And it's not, okay, here we go. It's finally showing. Twitch had too many whoppers. All right. Apologies for the technical difficulties here. This has been a very, very laggy stream so far. Hopefully things change. I know when I get the studio in a few months, if all goes according to plan, I'll get a desktop instead of doing this on my laptop, and hopefully that changes things. But right now, Twitch is just being very, very laggy in terms of loading up the quiz. So, just gotta wait on that. Just waiting for that to load, and then we should be good to go. All right, quiz kit is finally loading. All right, fingers crossed. All right, here we go. We can finally load up the quiz kit thing. All right, so if you are a first-time player, first off, welcome to the stream. I hope you're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Maybe a chance to win some cash prizes. We do this every Wednesday night on Twitch, where we play some live NFL trivia for cash prizes. What you should be seeing on your screen right now, there should be something that says see your name on the leaderboard on the top right corner. I need you to click on that box and then click grant permission if you've never played before. If you don't do that, I have no way of identifying who you are. You just show up as anonymous on the leaderboard. Yeah, Twitch is being very, very weird right now. All right, so can everyone see the quiz kit thing on their screen? It should say quiz kit, open and kickoff, and there should be a clip art of a trophy. If you cannot see it, please let me know. This first round is called Open and Kickoff. It's how every game of JG9 Live starts. There is no central theme whatsoever to the questions. They can be about anything and everything relating to the NFL. So we're going to be going all over the place for this one. Yeah, Twitch is... I'm watching on a second monitor, and it has crashed on my second monitor like 3 times. I think I'm just going to stick on this screen. I'm not even going to bother switching screens. You can't see it. Okay, can anyone else not see the quiz kit thing? Yeah, it should say quiz kit, open and kickoff, and there should be a clip art of a trophy. It crashed again on my second monitor. Oh my goodness. Which isn't even showing anything with YouTube. This is just bizarre. All right. I'm just going to go back to the main screen. Can anyone else not see the quiz kit thing? If you cannot see it, please let me know. Sound is cutting in and out. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother switching to different screens or showing the wheel or anything like that. We're just going to stay on the screen for the whole game because this is bizarre. All right, so it seems like UCF can see it, Saints fan can see it. It seems like most people can see it. Try refreshing the page. Maybe that'll help. Sound is struggling. Huh. That is... I'm very confused. All right. Seems like most people can see it. So the Twitch just crashed on... Twitch keeps crashing on my second monitor. I don't know what it is. This has never happened like that before. The sound keeps cutting. Okay. What if I... Yeah, I'm just staying on this page. Problem is that Twitch is just... Every time I click something, it just takes 15 seconds. There's such a delay. So we're going to try this. If you can't see it, try refreshing the page, and we will be good to go. Fingers crossed that this works. This has been very, very interesting. All right, let's start this game, and let's get this spread. Apologies for everything, but let's do this. Question number 1. Let's do it. The Cleveland Browns have had 3 first-round picks in the 2017 NFL Draft. Who's the odd one out? Jabril Peppers, Nick Chubb, David Njoku, or Myles Garrett? Again, click the right answer on your computer or your mobile device. The faster you answer, the more points you can receive or lose if you get it wrong. If you don't know it, you can skip it. Sometimes skipping is your best play. Yeah, I'm streaming on both, but usually that's not a problem. Usually that's not a problem. All right, Nick Chubb is the right answer here. Nick Chubb is the right answer here. He was 2018, and he was a second-round pick. All right, I'll show the scores after questions 5, 8, 9, then the very end of each round. I should also note the game works on computer, it works on mobile, does not work on tablet, does not work on TV, so if you might want to switch to a different device. If you're playing on mobile, update to the latest version of the Twitch app. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. We're simulcasting on YouTube. To play, the only way to play is through Twitch. All right, question number 2. Audio's back for now. Okay. After 6 seasons with the Dolphins, 4-time Pro Bowl center Mike Pouncey ended his career with what team? Raiders, Browns, Steelers, Chargers. Where did Mike Pouncey end his career? If your Twitch crashed, try refreshing. Sometimes that helps. Twitch is just being weird all the way around. I like your dumb decisions video Monday. I don't understand why your producer would let you go on for so long on the wrong play. Yeah, I had to fire my producer for that one. Which is myself. Chargers are the right answer here. Played for the Chargers. All right, and again, click the right answer on the screen. Don't type it in the chat. You click the answer on the screen. Question number 3. Of the 4 losers in the 2007-08 wildcard round, who was the only one to not score a touchdown? Tennessee, Washington, Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay. Not a trick question. All 4 of these teams lost in the wildcard round that year. Who was the only one to not score a touchdown? All right, the right answer here. They lost 17-6 in the wildcard round to the San Diego Chargers. It was the Tennessee Titans. Yeah, Quizkit's even being very slow when I click on the reveal answer button. Like, it's still, the bar's not showing up all the way. It's still sending the results. All right, here we go. Question number 4. Let's talk about an event that happened this past week. Question number 4. In the Niners' 19-12 win over the Cowboys in the 2022 divisional, who was the only 49er to score a touchdown? Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, Kyle Juszczyk. It was a trick question because I didn't know the answer. I mean, technically any question can be a trick question. We're going to just try and power through the technical difficulties as things stand. All right. McCaffrey, 2-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter, the only one to score that game. All right, let's have another question from this past week in the NFL. As you know, the scores reset at the end of each round, so if this is not your strongest round, don't worry about it. Everything goes back to 0 after this. Question number 5. In their 38-7 win over the Giants in the 2022 divisional, 3 Eagles scored a rushing touchdown. Who's the odd one out? Miles Sanders, Jalen Hurts, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott. Who did not score a rushing touchdown for the Eagles in this game? If you hear any background music in the back, that is coming from outside. I have no control over that. Just a very weird stream right now. Very, very weird stream. But we will power through. Miles Sanders did not score a touchdown this game. It was Miles Sanders who's the right answer here. I'm going to try force quitting some apps I have open. Maybe they'll help things a bit. We'll see. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, but we'll see. All right, Ryan McGovern is in first, Jay Wex in second, Jay May in third, Z Money in fourth, Jimmy P rounding up the top 5. And I will reveal who the wild card is as things stand after this. Question number 6. This is way too early to tell. What was the only NFC Central team that the Buccaneers swept in 1999? Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears. Yeah, Boston Scott always scores against the Giants. It's one of the weirdest things in terms of one player just being dominant against one team and doing nothing against another. Oh, you lost your bet on Sanders 0.5 touchdowns? That stinks. At least you got the right answer because of that. You gave up on the Twitch audio. Yeah, I don't know what is happening. I have green dots all the way around. Internet is fine. I have no clue what's going on. Bears are the right answer here. They won 6-3 in Week 7. They won 20-6 in Week 17. All right, as you guys know, we played before. Every game features one pre-merger question, so one question from before the AFL-NFL merger. Let's go to question number 7. The only tied game of the 1961 AFL season was a game between what two teams? Bills and Broncos, Patriots and Titans, Chargers and Broncos, Oilers and Patriots. Do I have a Dumb Decisions Hall of Shame? If I did, Hackett would be there, McCarthy would be there. Arthur Smith is getting close. Thoughts on MLB Hall of Fame? Todd Helton really should be in there. He really should be in there. Scott Rowland, good for him. Good for him that he's in. Some of the votes I don't get, but good for Rowland that he's in. Oilers and Patriots are the right answer here. Yeah, this is definitely a Twitch issue because I have to reload my player on the second monitor after like every question. All right, question number 8, pop culture question. Let's talk about Madden. What is the only AFC North team to never have a cover athlete featured on Madden? Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers. Yeah, I don't know how Royal got a vote. Unless it was one of those, I know he's not getting in. He'll be off the ballot. I just want to tip my cap to him. Yeah, Rowland absolutely deserves it. And Helen will be on track next year. He just really should be in right now. I don't think holding Colorado is against him. Or holding Colorado should be against him. If you know what I mean. He's just a great player. All right, Bengals, right answer here. Bengals have never had a cover athlete on Madden. The Browns did. The Browns had Peyton Hillis. A hero after what he did. Absolute hero. Good for him. All right. Let's see those scores with 2 questions to go. See what we're working with here. Z-Money in first. Ryan McGovern in second. Jimmy P in third. Bruce Honecker in fourth. RNG in fifth. Only 5,000 separate first from fifth. This is one of the closest races I've ever seen for opening kickoff. Z-Money, Jimmy P, first through third. We are only separated by 700 points. Holy cow. Question number 9. 2 questions left in the first round. 3 players in Oilers/Titans history have won AP Offensive Rookie of the Year. Who's the odd one out? Eddie George, Vince Young, A.J. Brown, or Earl Campbell. Amazing how much research you do on NFL history. Thank you so much. Really means a lot. It really means a lot. Yeah, I think they're using Coors Field against Helen, but I hate that argument. You can only play where you play. You can't control that. At the end of the day, he did what he had to do, and he was a great player. Yeah, I think Burrow's going to get on Madden soon. All right, A.J. Brown is the right answer here. Personally, I would have given it to Brown. I don't think Kyler deserved it that year. I would have given it to Brown. But he did not win Rookie of the Year. 1 question to go. Let's see those scores. See what we're working with here in the first round. Z-Money in first. Bruce Honecker in second. RNG. Ryan McGovern. It's a 4-horse race going into the final question of the first round. For the first free spot in the final, Anna Shottising stand at that over $45 cash prize, which could increase as the night goes on. Question number 10. Here we go. What is the only team that Buccaneers head coach John McKay lost to twice in the playoffs? Dallas Cowboys, Washington, Philadelphia Eagles, or the Los Angeles Rams? John McKay, the only team he lost to twice. If Bengals get back to the Super Bowl, do you think Burrow will be on the cover? I think he'll be on the cover regardless. He's probably the favorite right now. All right, 81 and 82, they lost to the Dallas Cowboys. Lost to the Rams in the 1979 NFC Championship, but that was the only time he lost to them in the playoffs. It was the Cowboys. All right, winner of the first round is going to be Bruce Honecker. Taking over for Z-Money Cantrell. Bruce Honecker winds up taking it. Z-Money got that one right, but Bruce Honecker got it right just a bit faster. And Bruce Honecker, congratulations, you are taking the first spot for Rashad's Thing Stand with that $45 cash prize. Now, in terms of the wild card, as things stand, again, we are only sending one wild card through across all 4 rounds. So whoever is the highest score amongst people who have never won before. But Bruce Honecker, congratulations. Let's see. Because I have a list of every single player who's ever won this game. Alright, so oddly enough, Z-Money has never won the game before. Z-Money has never won JG9 Live before. So as things stand, Z-Money is the score to beat with 85,179. Alright? So if you've never won before, if you've never won the game before, you obviously know who you are because you know if you've won or not. The score to beat as things stand is 85,179. So tentatively, Z-Money, you are in the final as things stand, but that can change. You can be knocked off by someone else over the next 3 rounds. And these scores are not cumulative. These scores, they reset at the end of each round. So keep that in mind. So as things stand, if you've never won before, the score to beat for the wild card is 85,179. All right, time to start round number 2. Before we do, normally I would say I'd take a quick moment to explain what those stretch goals are. They may be noticed in the top right corner of your screen, but I'm not even going to bother switching screens because Twitch is being very weird. Just know that right now we're at $90 in terms of the overall donations. If we hit $125, you get to pick a game of your choosing for next time if you win. So if you like one of the games that we play, like One Last Hurrah or Final Foe, Aerial Edition, you like one of those games, you win. We hit $150, you get to pick a year for the year is. It's a round we sometimes play 10 questions on any year in NFL history. You get to pick the year. $200, you can pick a team for team roulette. That's the round we're going to play right now. 10 questions on any team in NFL history. $250, you get to pick a team of your choosing and a round of your choosing for the next game. All right. Normally I would show a wheel, but again, Twitch is being very weird. I don't want to chance it, especially with a video. So with that being said, this round is called Team Roulette. How it works is like this. I spin a wheel, whatever team it lands on, all 10 questions in that round are going to be about that team. I spun the wheel, and it landed on, because I will not even bother showing the video because Twitch Studio will probably crash at this rate. It landed on the Kansas City Chiefs. It landed on the Chiefs. So all 10 questions in this round are going to be about the Kansas City Chiefs. Do we have any Chiefs fans in the chat? Any Chiefs fans in the chat? Do I like the XFL style of starting the week after the Super Bowl or the USFL style starting 2 months after? Honestly, I thought I would like the USFL style, but I think I like the XFL style more. I think I like that one more. All right. So with that being said, let's start this round. Good luck to everyone. Oh, maybe it is the pacing. Okay. I'll keep an eye on that. Okay. Good luck to everyone, and here we go. Question number 1. Talk a bit slower than normal. In their 27-20 win over the Jaguars in the 2022 divisional, who was the only Chief to score multiple touchdowns? Travis Kelce, Kadarius Toney, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Isaiah Pacheco. And again, the scores reset at the end of each round. So whatever your score was last time does not matter for this one. All right, the right answer here. The Jaguars have never been able to stop this man, Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is the right answer here. And donation rules still apply. $20 or more gets you in automatically. Less than 20, you play in the play-in knockout round, HQ trivia style, where the last one standing gets the final spot. $10 to $19 if you come inside the top 5 in rounds 3 or 4, you automatically make it into the final. You get a power up. Question number 2. Since Andy Reid became head coach of the Chiefs, what's the only season that the Chiefs did not make the playoffs? 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. The only season that KC under Andy Reid did not make the playoffs. Just looked this up yesterday. Hopefully you remember the right answer. 2014 is the right answer here. If you pick 2012, they did not make the playoffs that year, but Reid was not the head coach. No, there was no video today, BW Fuck. There was no video. I couldn't get it out in time. I set an alarm because I was super tired. I got no sleep the other night. I set an alarm for like midnight to then work on the video and slept through it, and it was 3 in the morning. At that point, I was like, I am not getting this video out. So no video. But we do have 2 college videos up from Monday and Tuesday. We have another college video coming up very, very shortly, and there will be a video tomorrow. Question number 3. At the 2017 NFL Draft, what team did the Chiefs trade up with to acquire Patrick Mahomes? Bills, Vikings, Titans, Browns. All right, hopefully, I've been talking a bit slower lately. Hopefully the audio, the buffering, hopefully that's better. And thank you so much for the love. Trying to see what it says. Marcus Public Television, thank you so much. All right, they traded up with the Buffalo Bills. You don't drink alcohol or coffee, and you love football history. That is true. I do not drink coffee, do not drink alcohol. Question number 4. What was the only AFL West team that the Chiefs did not sweep during the 1968 AFL season? Broncos, Chargers, Bengals, Raiders. The Chiefs went 7-1 against their division that year. What team did they not sweep in the regular season? All right, the right answer here is the Oakland Raiders. They split the Raiders that year, and then lost to them in the divisional round as well. Question number 5. Oh, I fall into Wikipedia rabbit holes many, many times. The Chiefs have spent 3 first-round picks on players from USC. Who's the odd one out? Brad Budd, Rod Walters, Sid Smith, Pete Beathard. 3 first-round picks on USC Trojans. Who does not fit that criteria? Rod Walters went to Iowa. So he is the right answer here. That one tripped up a lot of people. Again, if you don't know it, you can skip it. You don't get any points, but you don't lose any points either. You can be strategic about that. Let's see those scores at the halfway point. J May in first, Ryan McGovern in second, Eganator in third, Z Money in fourth, Big Tiger in fifth. All right, question number 6. I did not see Awful Announcements rankings yet. I have to check that out. During the 1990s, what was the only AFC West team that the Chiefs did not face in the playoffs? Seahawks, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders. Man, I'm awful at this. Don't feel that way. Don't feel that way. Look, the thing with this is that all 4 rounds are very different in terms of what skill set they test. So some people are not good at straight up multiple choice like this. And then there are some rounds that are significantly easier for them because it hones in on something very specific. The Seahawks are the right answer here. Never played the Seahawks in the playoffs in the 90s. Like round 3 usually has some pretty high scores. Round 4 also has some very, very high scores. All right, question number 7. In there, 28-20 win over the Oilers in the 1993 divisional. Chiefs quarterback Joe Montana threw 3 touchdowns. Who did not catch one? JJ Burden, Willie Davis, Tim Barnett, Keith Cash. That is true. They never faced the Seahawks in the playoffs in any decade. So it does make it a little bit easier. In Week 17 of 1995, 5 Chiefs players sang the anthem. I did not know that. Hopefully there's a video, I can check that out. Tim Barnett did not catch a touchdown in this game. Got the Chiefs to the AFC Championship, which was their last AFC Championship appearance for about a quarter century, and now they're just in every single year. Question number 8. 3 players in Chiefs history led the AFL in interceptions in a single season. Who's the odd one out? Emmett Thomas, Johnny Robinson, Fred Williamson, Bobby Hunt. Grunge took off in the 90s because Seattle was depressed about their NFL team. Them and the Mariners. Because really, grunge stopped the moment that the Mariners became good in the mid-90s. After 95, you didn't really see or hear too much grunge on the radio. Coincidence? Just saying. Fred Williamson is the right answer here. Hunt and Robinson led in 66. They co-led with 10 picks. Emmett Thomas in 1969. Still haunted by the 93 Oilers loss and what Bud Adams did afterwards. Yeah, if you haven't seen Your Name Tree's video on the 93 Oilers, it's a phenomenal video. Go check that out. Thank you for the follow, Marquez. Thank you so much. J May in first. Z Money in second, Ty and Az in third, Ryan McGovern, Jimmy P, rounding out the top 5. Question number 9. What was the only AFC West team that swept the Chiefs in 2000? Chargers, Raiders, Seahawks, Broncos. That year, the Chiefs went 5-3 against their division. Are the 2020 Chiefs the 2000 and 2010 Patriots? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Where they're hosting every single year? Raiders. Right answer here. Raiders swept the Chiefs 20-17 in Week 7, 49-31 in Week 10. Yeah, it was not the Chargers. 1-15. But that was a split. It was a split. They did win their one game against the Chiefs. I did a video on that. J May in first by 2,000 points over Z Money. This is going to get very interesting. Very, very interesting. As we go to question number 10. You're friends with the daughter of a former Chief. That's awesome. Wow. In 1986... in the season finale against what team did Kansas City score 3 special teams touchdowns against to clinch a playoff spot? Raiders, Bengals, Steelers, Broncos. Yeah, message me after the stream, Marcus. Message me after the stream. All right. They scored 0 offensive touchdowns this game. They scored 3 touchdowns on special teams and defense to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers and clinch a playoff spot. One of the greatest special teams performances of all time. All right, the winner of the second round is going to be, it is Z Money Cantrell. It is Z Money who winds up taking it with 75,000 points. Oh, we have a $20 donation from JJ Stagman. Thank you so much for that. So let me put that in, and then I will update the thing. But JJ Stagman, thank you so much for the $20 donation. Thank you so much. That's going to increase the prize pool to 55 as well. So thank you so much. All right. So Z Money, congratulations, you are in. You don't have to sweat anymore. You're automatically in. But it also means wild card. We need a new wild card. We need a new score to beat, and that would be, let's see. I know Tynes has never won. Has J-May ever won? Let me check. J-May has never won before. So the new high score to beat is 62,971. That is the new wildcard score. Because J-May has never won. Let me just double check. J-May's played for a while, but I do not see him on this list of... Because I private message everyone after the game when they win. So I just go off of that. And I do not have anything from J-May. So, J-May, you have the leading score in the clubhouse for wildcard now. But that can change. That can always change. You're not safe as things stand. All right. 2 preliminary rounds down, 2 more to go. I'm just going to stay on this screen. Again, $20 or more gets you in automatically. Less than 20, you play in the play and knock around. In terms of what's on the agenda, let's just go over some brief housekeeping items. JG9shop.com for all your official Jaguar Gator 9 merchandise. Fiverr.com if you want me to customize trivia questions for your next competition. And with that being said, donations, again, $20 or more gets you in automatically. Less than 20, you play in a play and knock around HQ trivia style, where the last one standing gets the final spot. $10 to $19, you get a special power-up, where if you come inside the top 5 in any of the next 2 rounds, you automatically make it into the final. Final round, you never won. Yeah, if you won a preliminary round, that doesn't count. It doesn't count. Also, early access to videos, go to patreon.com. We have a Patreon request video coming up in the next few days. Something from the 2000s. You won't keep an eye on that when that drops sometime in the next few days before the end of the month. Also, you want my college football channel? Jaguar Gator 8. We have 2 new videos that we posted on back-to-back days the last 2 days. We had a video about East Carolina and their feud with North Carolina high schools. That video came out. We had a video about a bizarre incident involving Oklahoma State, how they scheduled the same opponent, or they scheduled 2 opponents on the same day. We've had some interesting videos coming out. The Houston Bowl, Oklahoma State against Southern Miss. We had a bizarre controversy from that. So, a lot of new videos up on JG8, more in the works, so keep an eye out on that. And make sure that you are following me on Twitch if you are not already, so I can send you a private message after the game if you win, and we can talk about the payment. And thank you for the follow, Him Danger Ash. Thank you so much for the follow. So with that being said, if you have any questions, fire away. I will take this 5-minute break to do an AMA. So if you have any questions at all, just fire away in the chat. I'll be happy to answer. Again, I'm not changing screens because Twitch is just being very weird on so many levels. Though I haven't heard any complaints lately, so fingers crossed that means it's stabilizing a bit. Oh, I forgot to put JJ Stagman in the leading donor spot. And $20 or more, like Bay City Roller, like JJ Stagman, you're automatically in the final. So thank you so much for that. Yeah, the Houston Bowl was such a poorly run bowl game on so many levels. It's almost comical why Ippoliti, or just how bad Ippoliti was. Thoughts on Bill O'Brien being Belichick's offensive coordinator again? At least he's an offensive coordinator. At least it's not Matt Patricia. I'll put it that way. I will put it that way. Is he any good? Not really. I mean, he was not good at Bama. I think he was going to be fired anyway at Bama if he didn't come back. Biggest obstacle facing Jacksonville next season. We have a lot of free agents that are really good, and I don't know if we can keep them all. I really want to keep Jawan Taylor. I really want to keep Evan Ingram. It's a lot of money, though. A lot of money on some of these guys. Roy Robertson Harris, I really want to keep him. Salary cap is the big one. Salary cap is the big one. I'm glad to see you doing content on Baylor on JG9. It's hard to watch some of it due to how bad they've been in the past. Understandable. And thank you for the sub, Grant Crowley. Thank you so much. I'm coming in staticky. That might be sometimes staticky when someone follows or does something like donates. Sometimes that happens, and then it reverts back to normal. Again, hopefully I'm gonna get a desktop when I get the studio, and maybe this problem will go away. Yeah, because Calvin Ridley's gonna be here, and he's gonna be very, very good. Let's see. How do the Bears do next season? I'm not crazy about Eberflus. I'm not crazy about their roster construction. Free agency class is not that good. I'll say 5 wins. I'll say 5. Yeah, I saw the Uber Eats guy. That was one of the funniest things I've seen all season. How did he even get on the floor? Who orders Uber Eats at a basketball game? Unless you're an announcer and you're like, I get if you're an announcer and you order it, like, but it's a baseball game where it goes really long and you need food. I get that, but that was bizarre. If you have an idea for a video, you can email me. You can email me for that. Announcer man crush Mount Rushmore. Madden, Gus Johnson, Ian Eagle, Kevin Harlan. Let's do that. Now the college football playoff expands to 12. Do you see some of the bad bowl games going away? No, I don't think it changes anything. I don't think it changes anything with that. They're still made for TV events. Nothing's changing there. Team that made the playoffs that won't next year. I think Vikings are probably the easiest, the obvious one. Seahawks also could be. But Vikings, I mean, the Lions are going to be very good next year. The Packers, I think they're going to bounce back if Aaron Rodgers is there. I don't know what the Rodgers situation is going to be. The Vikings won every one possession game they had. That's not sustainable in the slightest bit. You have a gripe with the end of dumb decisions. You don't think having everyone line up on the line of scrimmage sitting crisscross applesauce would have been nearly as effective as spiking the ball. That is true. That is true. Are the Colts still the only team to leave a city after winning a championship? I mean, the Raiders left. Cleveland, the Rams left literally right after. They won the championship, and they were not even in Cleveland next year. Not even in Cleveland. Yeah, Ravens also with their quarterback situation, they're also a contender to miss the playoffs. Because I think the Titans make it next year. I mean, they were just depleted and decimated with injuries. Who do I think will play on Thanksgiving this year? Lions and the Cowboys. I think those are pretty safe bets. In terms of who they play, let's see. Let me get future opponents up. Let me get the future opponents up. Let me do that. I think for the night game, you'll probably get Chiefs against... I could say Chiefs Chargers. I could see that. It's Thanksgiving. Let's see Chiefs Chargers. Because they're not going to go with an NFC South team like you usually do. Chiefs Chargers would be a pretty... I could see that. Let's go Chiefs Chargers for the nightcap, and then we'll start round number 3. I mean, I think Lions Packers is probably your safest bet. Usually Lions are against an NFC North team. There's no AFC team that really is intriguing. So Lions Packers at 12:30. Cowboys. Let's go Cowboys against either Eagles or Patriots. I could see Cowboys-Eagles with the ratings bonanza that got in Week 16. Cowboys-Eagles Thanksgiving could pull in 45 million viewers. I think CBS should be salivating over that game. So let's go Cowboys-Eagles, let's go Lions-Packers, and let's go Chiefs-Chargers. Let's do that. With Ridley coming in, is Zay the odd one out? No, they play 2 different positions. They play 2 different roles. Marvin Jones is the odd one out. He's a free agent. It's going to be Ridley. Instead of Marvin, Kirk, and Zay, it's going to be Ridley, Kirk, and Zay. But Jones plays a very different position. They're both receivers, but he plays a very different position than Ridley. Very different. Do I think Dak ever gets the ring? Not at this rate, no. He's right out of time in terms of he's now the one thing he was never before, which is a mistake-oriented quarterback. Jaguars have never played on Thanksgiving. No, they've never played on Thanksgiving. Oh, Black Friday game. I forgot about that. Black Friday game. Black Friday game. Well, I think you still have to get around the National Broadcasting Act. So wouldn't you have to do a West Coast team? It starts at 3 o'clock. I don't know if you could take that chance. Maybe or just a Central team. Just anyone not Eastern time zone. I think you could do it. Let's do Vikings against... What do the Vikings have? Let's do Vikings. Vikings against... Let's go Vikings against the Saints. Let's do that. Let's do Vikings Saints. All right. This next round, again, I'm not switching screens just because I don't want it to freeze. This round's called One Last Hurrah. And how the round works is like this. I'm going to name a player. Your job is to tell me the last team that this player played for. Now, one-day contracts don't count. Preseason games don't count. I'm only looking at regular season or postseason games. So as an example, if I said Peyton Manning, you would say the Broncos. Joe Montana, you would say the Chiefs. If I said Phillip Rivers, you would say the Colts. Does everyone get how this game works? Every player listed will also be a player that has made multiple Pro Bowls throughout his career. So I'm not going to ask about any random players that played 2 seasons. I'm not going to ask about any no-names. They're all guys that made multiple Pro Bowls. Does everyone get how this one works? And again, the winner of this round takes the 3rd free spot in the final for a Shaz Singh stand at that $55 cash prize, thanks to a very generous donation from JJ Stagman as well. Jags never play on Thanksgiving because small market, and they're usually not that good. And usually you have to play either the Lions or the Cowboys, and it doesn't line up that way with our schedule most of the time. All right, let's start this round. Good luck to everyone. And here we go. Question number 1. Again, the last team that this person played for. After 5 seasons with the Cardinals and 5 with the Giants, 3-time Pro Bowl defensive back Antrell Roll ended his career with what team? Raiders, Bears, Lions, Steelers. I just want to make sure sound-wise on Twitch. I know we've had issues lately. Is everything good on Twitch, sound-wise, with everything? Because I'm getting green dots on my end. I haven't heard anything in the comments lately, so hopefully everything is sorted out. I don't know what the issue is with Twitch Studio. Bears are the right answer here, by the way. 2015, he ended his career in the Windy City in Chicago. About the same as it's been. Ooh, it's not great. That is not great. All right, question number 2. All right, so it has nothing to do with me, with my speed. It's just, or my voice speed. After 9 seasons with the Giants, 2-time Pro Bowl defensive end Justin Tuck ended his career with what team? Raiders, Titans, Chiefs, Washington. Yeah, I have no clue what the issue is. No clue. Because everything is green. All right, the Raiders are the right answer here, 2014 to 15. So the Oakland Raiders. All right, question number 3. After 13 seasons with the Panthers, 3-time Pro Bowl linebacker Thomas Davis ended his career with what team? Bears, Rams, football team, Chargers. Will US Bank Stadium host another Super Bowl? I think so. It's a nice stadium from all accounts. I could see Minneapolis hosting one. They host big events all the time. All right, the right answer here, he ended his career in Washington. He did play for the Chargers in 2019, but he ended his career in Washington in 2020. All right, question number 4. After 5 seasons with the Chargers, 2-time Pro Bowl running back Marion Butts ended his career with what team? Patriots, Chiefs, Rams, Oilers. The Washington Washingtons. Great name. Could Green Bay ever host the draft or other NFL event? I doubt it. Maybe the draft, but the problem is the infrastructure. You don't have a large enough airport necessarily. You don't have the hotel space. It might be a nightmare. Oilers. He did play for the Pats in 94, but Oilers in 95. Are West Coast teams not allowed to play the Lions on Thanksgiving? I think for ratings-wise, playing a game at 9:30 in the morning would not. I think there is something to that, because they're reluctant to play games at 10 o'clock a.m. sometimes. So to play a 9:30 game, they're reluctant. Question number 5. After 8 seasons with the Lions, 4-time Pro Bowl linebacker Chris Spielman ended his career with what team? Dolphins, Rams, Vikings, Bills. SoFi, Mercedes-Benz aren't scheduled for any Final Fours. Mercedes-Benz shocks me. SoFi's not really an indoor stadium, so I'm not sure they could host one. They're not really indoors. Why did Nissan never host? Generic stadium. Weather in Nashville around that time is not great, and it's outdoors. Their new stadium will host one. I can guarantee that. Bills are the right answer here. Bills are the right answer here. Second, Styles Clash, Jeff Man, J-Wex rounding out the top 5. 100,000 point rule is in play. For those wondering what the 100,000 point rule is, you score 100,000 points in a round, you automatically make it to the final. So it doesn't matter where you finish. If you just score 100K, you're automatically in. Right now, the pace line is 50,000 points, so you got to average 10,000 points a question. 2 people above that pace line, 3 awfully close. Question number 6. After 16 seasons with the Raiders, Hall of Fame wideout Tim Brown ended his career with what team? Chiefs, Jaguars, Bucks, Falcons. Yeah, the 1989 AFC Championship started later, because usually it was 12:30 and 4. That's how they used to do it, or 12 and 3:30. But with 2 West Coast teams playing at home, they had to move it later. So what, 3 and 6:30, I think? Or 1:30 and 5. That was it, yeah, 1:30 and 5. Buccaneers are the right answer here. I think at some point I have to do a video on the Chiefs-Steelers playoff game from 2016 season and how that changed history, because I don't know if we have this current playoff structure without that game. That game changed history. Question number 7. Speaking of title games and changing the times. After 8 seasons with the Vikings, 2-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle Henry Thomas ended his career with what team? Patriots, Rams, Lions, Falcons. Philip8980, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Chance to win some cash prizes. The Titans' boxy and avant-garde looking new stadium will be called Ashurian Stadium. Just call it Toby Keats I Love the Sparring Girls Stadium. That would be a great name for a stadium. Fits in perfectly. Patriots are the right answer here. Patriots. Played for the Lions from 95 to 96, but ended his career in New England. Question number 8. After 8 seasons with the Eagles, two-time Pro Bowl defensive end Clyde Simmons ended his career with what team? Jaguars, Bears, Bengals, or Cardinals? He played for all these teams. That's the tricky part here. He did play for all these teams. Which one did he play for last? He did play for the Jaguars from 96 to 97, but he ended his career in 2000 with the Bears. Cardinals from 94 to 95, followed by Buddy Ryan. Jags 96 to 97. Then the Bengals in 98. The Bears in 99 and 2000. Let's see those scores with 2 questions to go. See what we're working with here. Man with the Plan is above 100K. Styles Clash, JWEX, Jeff Mann. Saints fan. Okay, Saints fan has wild card implications. Saints fan only 2,000 off the wild card as things stand to overthrow J-May. Question number 9. It's going to be very interesting the rest of the way. After 6 seasons with the Cowboys, 4-time Pro Bowl running back Calvin Hill ended his career with what team? Cleveland, Washington, LA Rams, Giants. Will Jags-Chiefs be a 1 p.m. game next year or a national game? My guess is it's going to be a 4:25. It'll be a 4:25 CBS. You'll get Jags-Bengals as a Sunday night game. You'll get Jags-Chiefs as a national 4:25 game. Browns are the right answer here. Love the current format. The only thing I would change is 2 games on MLK Day. Yeah, the problem is you can't, it's not always guaranteed that MLK Day will be the wild card Monday. It's not always guaranteed. Let's see those scores with 1 question to go. Man with a Plan staying put. Styles Clash in second with a shot at 100K. JWEX still has a shot at 100K. Saints fan also has a shot for wild card, but I should also note, let's see. Just want to make sure the implications are. Ryan McGovern has never won the game before, so Ryan McGovern also has a shot at wild card. So very interesting battle we got going between 5 and 6 as things stand. Question number 10. Here we go. After 10 seasons with the Raiders, 2-time Pro Bowl defensive back George Atkinson ended his career with what team? Broncos, Chiefs, Cowboys, Bengals. Primetime games for next year, my guess is we'll get 3. We'll get Bengals. We'll probably get Titans on like a Thursday night. And Monday night we'll get something. Not sure what exactly. Maybe Steelers? Maybe Steelers? Are Hard Rock and Raymond James the only outdoor stadiums to host Super Bowls again? Probably. I can't think of any others unless we count SoFi. Will Chiefs-Eagles be Sunday night next year? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And Ravens-Bengals will be primetime, for sure. Broncos. Right answer here. 1979. All right. The winner of round number 3. We have a lot of things to decide in this round. The winner of this round is going to be... It is JWEX, who overtakes Man with the Plan, but both of you were in. Man with the Plan just stayed put. Played it safe, knowing that he would be in. Styles Clash just off. But Ryan McGovern has the leading wild card score as things stand. Ryan McGovern, with a score of 76,508, has the lead for the wild card. JWEX and Man with the Plan are both going in, because they both scored 100,000 points. Now that rule applies. But, as things stand, the wild card, I could type, is Ryan McGovern with 76,508. I should also have the second place wild card score is Saints with 69,926. That's second place. So if Ryan McGovern scores 100K, you get bumped off that way. Just keeping a track of the top 3, just in case. But as things stand, Ryan McGovern has the wild card spot. Remember, there's only one wild card. All right, with that being said, it is time for the final round. And just as a quick note, you are free to donate after this round is completed. I am truly grateful for every donation, and I cannot thank you guys enough for your support. But 8 minutes after this round is done, the total prize pool, as well as who gets the fast pass into the final round, who gets to play in the knockout round, will close. I'll put a countdown clock when the time comes. When that clock hits triple zeros, whatever the amount of deposits will be half to the final round winner, and whoever is the leading donor is going to advance. Again, $20 or more. Let's see if I can load the screens up this time. Fingers crossed. I'm going to try it. $20 or more gets you in automatically. Less than 20, you play in a play-in knockout round HQ trivia style. Last one standing gets the final spot. If you decide to donate under $20, we have insurance. How that works is like this. You donate between $1 and $5. You're automatically eliminated if you get the question wrong. $5 to $19.99, everyone gets it wrong, you stay in the game. So as an example, let's say we have 2 people playing in the knockout round. You both get it wrong. One person has insurance, one person doesn't. The person without insurance automatically makes it. So keep that in mind. All right. So with that being said, this final round, as I load up the thing, we're going to get some really high scores on this one. I can already feel it. This one is called Sowing the Seed. Sowing the Seed. How the game works is like this. I say a team, you tell me what seed they were in that postseason. It's that simple. As an example, if I said the 2022 Eagles, you would say they were the 1 seed. If I said the 2022 Seattle Seahawks, you would say they were the 7 seed. The 2007 Patriots, you would say the 1 seed. Everyone get how this game works. Again, the winner of this round takes the final spot in the final. And the wild card score to beat, for those wondering, if you cannot get 100,000 points and qualify that way, 76,508. Again, this is the last free way to make it into the final. After this, you can still play, you can still hang out and all that. You just won't be eligible to win the cash prize in the final round if you do not qualify via this round and you do not pay. This is the last free way to make it. All right, let's do this. Good luck to everyone. Here we go. Question number 1. The 2019 Buffalo Bills, were they a 3 seed, a 4 seed, a 5 seed, or a 6 seed? What were the Bills in 2019? All right, the right answer here, saving your energy for the final round. Not a bad idea. Yeah, Monday Night Playoff game is always a 4-5. It's always going to be a 4-5. Bills were a 5 seed that year. Bills were a 5 seed. Yeah, they announced that like the 4-5 game will always be a Monday night game. They'll never do a 3-6 or a 2-7. Prediction of number of dumb decision videos for next season. My guess is probably 15. I'll go over under 15. Question number 2. I did way too many this year, but they were all dumb. 1999 Minnesota Vikings. 2, 3, 4, or 5. But that was probably my magnum opus in terms of dumb decisions, the Mike McCarthy bit. Probably my magnum opus. Bills at Bengals to open up the season if the Bengals win the Super Bowl? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's your game right there. Would be weird having the Bills open up back-to-back years, but makes the most sense. Why did Manning refuse to play for the Chargers? Ownership. Vikings were the number 4 seed. Bad ownership. Number 4 seed, the Vikings were that season. Jags Bills Monday night. I don't think so. I don't think that'll be a Monday night. Question number 3. The 2014 Cincinnati Bengals. 3, 4, 5, or 6. How I look at it is we have 3 division winners next year. We have Cincy, KC, and Buffalo. I think one of them will be a regular game, one of them is a 4:25, and one of them is a primetime Sunday night game. My guess is you have Burrow against Lawrence on Sunday Night Football. You have the Chiefs game as your 4:25 national, and the Bills game is just a regular old game. Texans, Colts, Sunday Night Football. Unless you mean Saturday Night Football in, like, China. So Saturday at 8 in the morning here. 5 seed. Number 5 seed. Best the Texans can get is the least watched Thursday night game with a drunk Al Michaels. I think Al would quit if he got the Texans. He would just quit. I mean, he quit already this year. 94 Green Bay Packers. Were they a 2 seed, a 3 seed, a 4 seed, or a 5 seed? And the winner of this round makes it. You score 100,000. You also make it. And if you've never won the overall game before, so you've never won a cash prize from me, the wild card score to beat is 76,508. Right now the pool is at $55. Colts, Texas is Stroud Young. That could actually be a Thursday night game. That could be interesting. Number 4 seed. I would hate that, though. I would hate if the Colts trade up for the number 1 pick. I need them to just sign a veteran, trade for Carr. Just trade for Carr, do another veteran move, then hire Jeff Saturday as head coach. Please make my life easier in that division. Question number 5. 2010 Atlanta Falcons. A 1 seed, a 2 seed, a 5 seed, or a 6 seed? What NFL team do I hate? Titans. If I can nuke one team, it's Tennessee. You have no idea how good that win felt against them week 18. You have no idea how good that felt. All right, the right answer here, the 2010 Falcons, as crazy as it might seem, they were the number 1 seed that year. They were the number 1 seed. Probably the worst 1 seed of all time. But they were the number 1 seed. As bad as they were. All right, Bruce Honecker in first, Z-Money in second. Saints Stan 86 in third. Ryan McGovern, OJ Spencer running at the top 5. 100,000 point rule is in play. A lot on the line. Bruce Honecker is already in. Z-Money is already in. But Saint Stan can get in by scoring 100K, by winning the round, or by beating the 76,000 points by Ryan McGovern. A lot on the line here. Question number 6. 2002 Buccaneers. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Why did the Jags lose to the Texans at home? Trevor Lawrence, for whatever reason, has never looked good against Lovie Smith's defense. For whatever reason, never looked good against them. 2021 Titans, worst number 1 team. I mean, they weren't a good number 1 seed, don't get me wrong, but you get Derrick Henry going. There's a reason. I mean, you could win games that way. You could win games. The Falcons, I have no clue how they got a 1. 2 seed. Buccaneers were a 2 seed. Yeah, so Lawrence against the Texans, he just has never looked good against them. Lovey's defense always gives him fits. Question number 7. The 2005 New England Patriots. 1, 2, 3, or 4? That is true. On paper, they weren't that bad. I think it's just because of the nature they lost their game by. Like, think of the Titans when they lost their game against the Bengals in the divisional round. Last second field goal. Falcons, who just got blown out. Any NFL teams that almost switched conferences. I did a video on the Ravens almost moving to the NFC East. Ravens also almost were in the NFC. 4 seed. 4 seed. Number 4 seed. Question number 8. Yeah, Falcons were good in the early 2010s, but not number 1 seed good. 1980 Bills. 2, 3, 4, or 5? Ben Watson chasing Champ Bailey that year. Yes. That was a fumble. That was a touchback. That should have been a touchback. There's no way No possible way that went out on the sideline. No possible way. All right, the Bills that season were the number 3 seed. Number 3 seed. If you said the 5 seed, you probably thought of 1981, when they were the 5, and the Jets were the 4. They were the 3 seed. Let's see those scores with 2 questions to go. Saint Stan is in first, Bruce Honecker in second, Ryan McGovern in third. All right, this is getting very interesting. This is getting really interesting. Because if Saints and Ryan McGovern both score 100K, then J-May gets the wild card spot. Oh man, I love this wild card game. I love this. This is crazy. So many scenarios here, so many hypotheticals. Let's go to question number 9. 1990 Cincinnati Bengals. 3, 4, 5, or 6. And I saw a few people in that 40,000 range that have never won before. That if you overtake Ryan McGovern scores 100K, Saints scores 100K, J-May, you can overtake that 62,000. There's a lot on the line here. A lot on the line. Most toxic fan base? I will say in person, the most insufferable fan base in person is the Patriots. That I've seen games with. Most insufferable is by far the Patriots. Bengals are the right answer here. Bengals were a number 3. Why do I say the Bengals are the right answer here? Of course, they were the number 3 seed. They were the number 3 seed. They played the Oilers. 1 question to go. Let's see those scores. All right, Saints is over 100K. Ryan McGovern is on pace as things stand. Oh man, this is getting good. This is getting insane right now. And I have to check also, O.J. Spencer in third. Has O.J. Spencer ever won? Let me check right now. O.J. Spencer has never won before. So as things stand with 82,000, you be the wild card. How do you want to play this one? Because Lorioshi has also never won before. And they're right behind, 9,000 points behind. A lot of strategy on the line here. Question number 10. Here we go. 1983 Dallas Cowboys. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Will Al Michaels enjoy doing the Black Friday game? No chance. He doesn't enjoy doing anything right now. He didn't enjoy the Jaguars-Chargers playoff game. Why would he enjoy a Black Friday game? He hated working Thanksgiving. That's why he didn't do it. That's why they always have the B team for NBC. All right, the right answer here, number 4 seed. All right, we have a lot to dissect with this one. We have a lot to dissect in terms of who's moving on, wild card implications. This is going to be crazy. Here we go. I have no clue what we're about to see. All right, so Saint Stan is in. Ryan McGovern is also in. Because they both scored 100K. But that also means that they are no longer the wild cards. Which means we have to have a new wild card. And with the score of 97,000, O.J. Spencer has never won the game before. Has never won the overall game. So O.J. Spencer is also in the final, taking over the wild card spot convincingly with 97,000 points. This was a crazy round. So Saint Stan, you're in. Ryan McGovern, you're in. Wild card is now O.J. Spencer. And that is it in terms of our 3 finalists. We have a $5 from Paul Ever. Thank you so much for that. Gets you insurance. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to put 8 minutes on the clock. This is... All right, I don't know what happened here with the donations. They all just disappeared. All right. Okay, the screen just went... I don't know what happened here. I mean, I remember all the totals, but I don't know what happened with the screen. All right, here we go. And now that screen's gone. What? I don't know what's happening right now. Yeah, Twitch is just being very, very weird. So let me get that money in. All right, here we go. Let me put your name on there. Now my Twitch screen is frozen. All right, maybe this will work. Increase the price pool to $57.50. We also have a sub from Robin. Thank you so much for that. It might be hooked to my YouTube also. Okay, so as things stand, the prize pool is $57.50. Oh, here's what we got right now. We have Bruce Honecker, Z-Money, J-Wex, Man with the Plan, Saint Stan, Ryan McGovern, Bay City Roller, JJ Stagman, OJ Spencer. We have 9 finalists. We have room for a few more. I'm going to put 8 minutes on the clock. This is the last call to donate. Increase the prize pool for tonight's show. Again, this is the last free way to make it into the final. $20 or more gets in automatically. Less than 20, you're playing in a play and knockout round HQ trivia style, where the last one standing gets the final spot. Network had the worst production, TNT. TNT was not good. All right. With that being said, 8 minutes on the clock. Last call to donate, $57.50 in the pot as things stand. And we are $10 away from the first stretch goal? I believe, yeah, because we're at a 115. So yeah, we're $10 away from that first stretch goal. Or if you win, you get to pick a renegade choosing for next time. 8 minutes on the clock. If you have any questions, fire away in the chat. 8-minute warning, last call to donate, increase the prize pool for tonight's show. Is Nissan Stand being completely torn down? I would think so. I don't know what purpose it would serve being there. It's valuable real estate right by downtown. You can make that like a crazy good public park on the water. Or you can make that a baseball stadium. Why is the camera production on Fox so different from other networks? That's a good question. I'm not entirely sure on that. Yeah, Snapdragon team looks nice, at least from what I can tell. The only I did see complaints that there is not shade, which I don't know why they built it that way. It seemed like there were not a whole lot of shaded areas. Lawrence Stroud Young, AFC South QBs, is Willis the guy going forward for Tennessee? Please let him be the guy going forward. I would love it if the Titans committed to Malik Willis. He can't throw the football. He cannot throw. Yeah, Fox using the NFL and Fox team for anything else is crazy. They could use Nashville's SC's stopping grounds. Yeah, but that same holds, what, 30,000? You can't put an NFL team there. Who would I have removed from each studio show? Okay, CBS, I'm taking off Phil Simms. Fox, I'm taking off Terry Bradshaw. Assuming Sean Payton doesn't do anything. I take off Payton, but assuming Payton will get a coaching job somewhere, Bradshaw will be next. Amazon, take off Tony G. ESPN, Schefter. It's just so awkward on that show. NBC, I have to take off one, just one. I take off most of the crew. Probably Sims. So I think Sean Payton is waiting for Dallas. If he doesn't take a job this year, he might be. He might be waiting for Dallas if he doesn't take the job this year. We have 5 minutes left. As things stand, Paul Ever has insurance. Only person in the knockout round as things stand. Yeah, NBC, I retool the entire show and just start from scratch. It's terrible. I went on a whole 10-minute rant the other day about how bad that show is. Literally, ESPN gave you the formula for prime time, and you didn't do it. Yeah, I guess anti-Sims. Anti-Sims is the way to do it. Welcome to the stream, C2 man, by the way. Welcome to the stream. 4.5 minutes left before we start the knockout round, or as things stand, just go straight into the final round. 57.50 in the pot. Winner as things stand once PayPal takes its cut. I think it's going to be 54 once PayPal takes its cut. I'll let whoever wins knows after this. Also, as things stand, Jeff Man, I think a reigning 3-time champion, not in the finals. We will have a new champion. Studio shows with over 3 people seem like a waste. I think 4. I think 4 plus studio host, and then you have an insider. I don't think there's a set number necessarily, but problem is if you have too many talking heads that have similar voices. Trying to donate but not letting me. That is odd. If it doesn't work, just you can go through YouTube, you can go through Super Chat. Yeah, if for whatever reason you can't... Was Trico good studio host? Yes, Trico was very good. Yeah, for whatever reason Twitch is not letting you donate and you want to donate, you can go through Super Chat. Super Chat takes a bit more of a cut than PayPal. That's why sometimes the prize pool is a bit lower in terms of how much money is gotten, but... Alright, I just got... Yeah. Twitch is being very weird in terms of... It says I just got my first donation, but I've been doing this for 2.5 years. I've gotten tons of them from this game, so I don't know what is going on. We do have a $1 from Jeff Man. Thank you so much for that. Does not get you insurance. Does not get you insurance. But it does get you into the knockout round. Yeah, YouTube takes 30%, yeah. PayPal takes... It's around 5%. PayPal takes... Yeah, I think it's around 5%. Thoughts on Football Night in America, Sterling Sharp? I don't know how he was ever on that booth. I don't know how he was ever there. Who make a worse studio host, Al Michaels or Chris Collinsworth? I mean, Al Michaels at this rate might fall asleep, so he'd probably be worse. I mean, Collinsworth was in the studio for a bit. He actually was, from what I remember, he was not bad. Alright, let's put the knockout questions in. As things stand, it's Jeff Man against Paul Ever. This is the last call to get into the knockout round. Play for that $58 cash prize as things stand. I will say at least Bob Costas, he knew he was not a fan of the NFL anymore and he left instead of trying to talk about the NFL while clearly hating it. At least he recognized that. Howard Cosell, same thing. So I respect guys that do that versus when Michelle Beadle said she was never going to she was not going to watch the NFL, but then she still talked about the NFL on Get Up. It's how does that work? How can I take anything that show says with credibility or seriousness when you say you're not watching the NFL again? Which if you don't want to watch the NFL again, that's totally fine. That's your prerogative. Just don't talk about the NFL like a voice of authority on your show. That's Like, at least Bob Costas, when he was done with the NFL, with all the, especially after everything that happened in the mid-2010s, he at least walked away. Which I can respect that. I can respect that. All right, I'm just putting in the knockout questions because QuizKit only lets you put in a select amount of quizzes in at a time. So I'm just putting that in right now, and then we'll be good to go. Yeah, Costas, the breaking point for him was the concussions. That was the breaking point. Which, honestly, that's a fair breaking point. Honestly, that is a completely fair breaking point. All right. Best studio host of the last 20 years. I think James Brown is phenomenal. I think James Brown, JB, consummate professional with everything. I think JB is the best studio host. One of the best ones ever. He might be number one. He might actually be number one. It's a very tough bar. He might be number one. JB is exceptional. Can we play over your typing with a silent minute syncopated clock? All right, here we go. Knockout round is just between Paul Ever and Jeff Mann. But anyone can play, I just will only be looking at those scores. Division winners next year. Let's go Bills, Chiefs, Bengals, Jaguars. Say it stays the same. Stays the same. NFC, let's go Eagles. Let's go... If Rodgers comes back, Packers. If he doesn't, Lions. NFC, let's go with the Panthers if they hire Wilkes. If not, oh man. Do I have to pick a team in the South? Do I have to pick a team in the South? Niners in the West. South, Panthers if Wilkes is the coach. And if he's not, I might still go Panthers. Not crazy about any other situation. Yeah, that division's just trash. All right. Can both of you see the QuizKit thing on your screen? If you can't see it, please let me know. QuizKit knockout round, and there should be 2 boxing gloves punching here. If you can't see it, please let me know. Winner moves on, gets the final spot. Loser is eliminated. Paul Ever has insurance. Jeff Mann does not. So if both of you get it wrong, Paul Ever moves on. All right, let's do this. Good luck to everyone. Here we go. Question number 1. 3 players in the first round of the 2014 NFL Draft were taken out of Texas A&M. Who's the odd one out? Luke Joeckel, Jake Matthews, Johnny Manziel, Mike Evans. Like the quarterbacks in the South. Who's quarterbacking in the South? Desmond Ridder? Are the Saints going to go with Jameis? And then the Panthers with Darnold, and the Bucks with Brady's not coming back, so Gabbert, Trask, like that division is a mess. All right, Luke Joeckel was drafted in 2013, so Luke Joeckel is the right answer here. All right, Paul Ever says dang, so that doesn't bode well. He got it wrong. Jeff Mann got it right. So by default, Jeff Mann, you were the last one standing. Congratulations. You're moving on to the knockout round. $58 on the line. Jeff Mann looking to defend his title. Threw in $1 to defend his title and hoping it can pay big dividends. All right, here we go. Anyone can play the final round. You just won't be eligible to win the cash prize unless you are one of the finalists. So as things stand, we have 10 finalists playing in this round. Again, apologies for the glitches and the technical difficulties on Twitch's end. Twitch has been acting very weird lately. It's the reason I couldn't go live on Twitch the other day. So this is called 4th and Goal. It's how every game ends. 10 questions, anything having to do with the NFL. We have Bruce Honecker, Z-Money, J-Wex, Man with a Plan, Saint Stan, Ryan McGovern, Bay City Roller, JJ Stagman, Jeff Mann, and OJ Spencer. Do you think Johnny Manziel should get another chance? No way. No way. No way. He's terrible now. He's terrible. The Play 60 kid is better than any of the NFC South quarterbacks. All right. Winner of this round amongst the 10 of you wins the cash prize of $58, which will be, I can do the math on this one in terms of PayPal taking their cut. 54. Be $54 once PayPal takes its cut. Yeah, 54. All right. Let's do this. Question number 1. Here we go. Cornerback Aqib Talib made 4 Pro Bowls. 3 came with the Broncos. What team did the other one come with? Rams, Dolphins, Patriots, Buccaneers. Favorite Robbie Neville song? Easy, say Levy. Easy. Even despite the weird fade out at the end that comes back in, I mean, that is such a catchy song. Domino's number 2 for me. Domino's number 2. Watson 2 is a bit overrated, but Domino's really good, but Say La Vie is one of the best songs of 87 for me. Patriots are the right answer here. Yeah, just the backing vocals on that song are incredible. Question number 2. In their 30-24 win over the Falcons in the 08 wild card, 3 Cardinals scored a touchdown. Who's the odd one out? Tim Hightower, Anquan Bolden, Edgerrin James, Larry Fitzgerald. Also, in terms of what's on the agenda, we will have a video coming out tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. I don't know what it's going to be on yet, but we will have a video coming out. Apologies, I couldn't get one out today. We will have one out tomorrow. We'll have a conference championship live stream as soon as the AFC Championship is done at 10 p.m. Eastern, so be sure to be tuned in for that one. Edgerrin James is the right answer here. He did not score a touchdown in this game. And then also Patreon.com, you want early access to videos. And JG9, we should have a new video coming out maybe Friday? Definitely by Friday. Maybe tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. But Friday at the very latest. Question number 3. 2-time Pro Bowl cornerback Deltha O'Neal played for 3 teams in his NFL career. Who's the odd one out? Broncos, Vikings, Patriots, or Bengals? Texans or Jags? Who gets a new stadium first? I mean, Texans don't really need a new stadium. Everything looks fine there. Jags kind of do. So Jags, I mean, they're essentially building a new stadium. They're gonna basically build the stadium on the existing site. I don't know how that's gonna work, but they're basically doing $1 billion teardown renovation. Vikings are the rants here. Will I do an 80s, 90s music channel? I've thought about it. Copyright would just be a nightmare, though. You think copyright with the NFL is bad and with sports leagues is bad? Try copyright with music. Try copyright with anything music related. Question number 4. Who is the only player in Lions history to have multiple seasons where he led the NFL in interceptions? Len Barney, Glover Quinn, Jack Christensen, or Darius Slay? Multiple seasons where he led the NFL in picks. All these guys did it at least once, but they only got to do it twice. 1953 and 1957, it was Jack Christensen. Is there any music I don't like or care for? I mean, good music is good music. I mean, there's music that I prefer over others, but good music is good music. Screamo is really the only one that I can't really get into Screamo. The good music's just good music. 4-time Pro Bowl linebacker Joey Porter played for 3 teams in his NFL career. Who's the odd one out? Dolphins, Steelers, Cardinals, Bengals. I guess Gregorian chant. Yes, if you want to go Gregorian chant. It's cool for about 30 seconds, and then it's... All right, the right answer here, Joey Porter never played for the Cincinnati Bengals. Played for the Cardinals from 2010 to 11. All right, let's see those scores. Again, only the finalists are eligible to win the cash prize. So let's see what we got going here. We have OJ Spencer, our wild card, in first place. Bruce Honecker in second. Wouldn't this be something if the wild card, the first time we ever do a wild card game, we're going to do this at the end of each month. First time we ever do a wild card game and a wild card takes advantage and winds up winning it. Wouldn't that be something? Bruce Honecker in second, Jay Wex in third. Awesome Kitty Cow, not eligible, but doing great. Saint Stan in fourth, Jeff Mann, our rating champion, rounding out our top 5. Still plenty of time left, 5 questions to go. Here we go. Question number 6. 3 quarterbacks start a game for the Seahawks in 1987. Who's the odd one out? Dave Craig, Bruce Matheson, Kelly Stauffer, or Jeff Kemp? Who did not start a game for the Seahawks in 1987? All right, it is Kelly Stauffer. Started in 1988, but not 87. Question number 7. What was the only AFC West team that the Chargers swept in 1988? Raiders, Broncos, Chiefs, Seahawks. The Chargers went 4-4 against the division that year. They split 2 teams, they got swept by one, and they swept the other. What team did the Chargers sweep in 1988? All right, the right answer here is the Chiefs. 24-23 win in week 4, 24-13 win in week 16. Question number 8. In 1990, in Derek Thomas's 7th sack game, what Seahawk caught the game-winning touchdown with no time left? Jeff Chadwick, Steve Largent, Brian Blades, or Paul Skanksy? People were, you know the play, you know the game. Thomas had 7 sacks against the Seahawks in 1990, but lost because on the final play of the game, this man caught the game-winning touchdown. Worst Super Bowl halftime show ever, probably Super Bowl 11 or 25. 24 was also just really boring, but 11 was probably the worst ever, the most unwatchable. 25 is borderline so bad it's good, but you want to pause it like 15 times because it just how infuriating it will make you. Hall is the right answer here. Hall is the right answer. Only one person got that one right. Only one person. All right. Let's see how that impacts the scores. Bruce Honecker is now in first. OJ Spencer drops to second, but only 2,000 behind. J-Wex got it right. The only one to do it, and he is in third because of that. Saints in fourth. It is a 4-horse race. Looks like Jeff Mann will be dethroned, but we have 4 people right now fighting for the $58 cash prize. It will be 54 once PayPal takes its cut. Question number 9. Here we go. In there, 34-14 win over the Dolphins in the 1979 divisional. 3 Steelers scored a touchdown. Who's the odd one out? Rocky Bleier, Sidney Thornton, Franco Harris, or Greg Hawthorne? Who did not score a rushing touchdown for the Steelers in this game? Greg Hawthorne is the right answer here. Let's see those scores. Bruce Honecker in first, J-Wax in second, Saints in third, OJ drops to fourth. Bruce Honecker looking very, very good as we head to the final question. Still a shot, though, for J-Wax. Still a shot. Depending on how Bruce plays it, still a shot for everyone, really. Final question. Here we go. Three-time Pro Bowl wideout Billy White Shoes Johnson played for 3 teams in his NFL career. Who's the odd one out? Oilers, Falcons, Rams, Washington. What team did White Shoes Johnson never play for? Worst halftime show of the pop rock era. Honestly, Rolling Stones were trash. Rolling Stones show was terrible. Maroon 5 is also awful, that show. The Blues Brothers show was terrible, 31. That was terrible. All right, the Rams are the right answer here. He played for Washington in 88. Never played for the Rams. And this means that the winner of the $58 cash prize, 54 once PayPal takes this cut, is going to be... It is Bruce Honecker. Did not guess on that one and didn't have to at the end. So Bruce Honecker, congratulations. You are tonight's winner. You're walking with the grand prize of $58. Again, 54 once PayPal takes this cut. I'll let you know as soon as the stream is done. But that concludes tonight's game, everyone. I hope you guys have fun playing and chatting with me over the last 90 or so minutes. Whether this is your first time watching me or whether you've been a long-time subscriber on my YouTube channel, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support. If you want to learn more about NFL history, then join my YouTube channel by clicking the link below. Don't forget to follow me, Jaguar Gator 8, college football channel. We have JG9. We have shorts coming out every day at 4 o'clock Eastern, so keep an eye out on that. Baseball channel coming up very shortly. Keep an eye out on that after the Super Bowl, February 14th. We're going to launch with Jaguar Gator 7 for baseball, so keep an eye out on that. Also, patreon.com if you want early access to NFL history videos, and go to JG9shop.com for all your official Jaguar Gator 9 merchandise. Again, that is JG9shop.com. So thank you guys so much for that. I will see you guys on Sunday night for a conference championship stream, and Wednesday night we'll play some more NFL trivia at 9 p.m. Eastern. Until next time, this is Jared.